This is IGN. The Avengers Doomsday directors released a social media tease yesterday. Cue the internet banter. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has revealed shooting for Jumanji 3 starts this November. The movie star confirmed the plan to Variety, saying he will join forces once again with Kevin Hart for Jumanji 3, which currently has a December 11th, 2026 release date. Deadline has reported that director Jake Kasdan, along with Johnson, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and Karen Gillan, were all in talks and expected to return. Confirmation of the Jumanji 3 shooting schedule comes after Johnson said he had become pigeonholed as a blockbuster-only actor. The Smashing Machine, which sees Johnson portray the life and career of Mark Kerr, a former wrestler and UFC star who struggled with substance abuse, is considered an Oscar contender. But it sounds like Johnson is still very much up for a traditional crowd pleaser, telling Variety, "The films that I made in the past, I love them. I'll go back to making them again." Perhaps one day we'll get Johnson back as the Scorpion King then? And horror master Stephen King has released a list of his top 10 favorite movies, and as you'd expect, it's one hell of a lineup. So what's on the list? Interestingly enough, King's list doesn't push past 1993 in terms of release dates, as that's the year one of the films on Stephen King's list, Groundhog Day, was released. So it stands to reason that nothing in the modern era has swayed him enough to take over one of the coveted favorite spots from older releases that made an impression on him in his younger years. That said, the list is top to bottom heaters, so it doesn't necessarily need anything newer. King made it a point to keep his own film adaptations out of the ranking process, but it would be interesting to see how he would rank the adaptations of his work, based on which he personally enjoys the most. Clearly, Misery, The Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile, and Stand By Me would end up pretty high on that list, considering King made it a point to single them out in his Twitter post. But as for where the rest of his films would land, it's anybody's guess. So, again, what's on the list? We already told you one of them, so go find out the rest at IGN.com. The Russo brothers have released an Avengers Doomsday tease so blurry it's hard to make any sense of it, but that hasn't stopped fans from speculating about what it means. Alongside the cryptic tease, Doomsday is coming, Joe and Anthony Russo took to Instagram to release the image, which you can see at IGN.com. What are the white markings? Mr. Fantastic's chalkboard, perhaps? Reed Richards, played by Pedro Pascal, spent much of his time in the Fantastic Four First Steps scribbling away on his chalkboard, jotting down advanced equations as he set out to save the world from disaster. Could this be the very same chalkboard? Warning, spoilers for the Fantastic Four First Steps follow, so be ready. Alright, so if this is the chalkboard, is this where Doomsday begins? After the Fantastic Four First Steps ended with an ominous appearance from Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom himself? Dr. Doom was last seen with Franklin Richards, who fans are expecting to play a crucial role in Avengers Doomsday. Maybe Reed starts Doomsday frantically trying to work out how to rescue him. Perhaps this tease suggests the debut trailer for Avengers Doomsday isn't far away. Or perhaps we're due another round of chairs confirming more members of the cast. Steve Rogers' actor Chris Evans is so far unconfirmed for Doomsday, but fans reckon he's going to be in the film given how jacked he is. There was speculation about Deadpool 2 after Ryan Reynolds issued an Avengers tease on social media. With filming for Avengers Doomsday in full swing, we're learning more and more about what kind of movie Marvel fans can expect to see next year. Whether it's via leaked set photos or offhand comments from one of the film's many stars, we're building an ever clearer picture of Doomsday. Channing Tatum, for example, is set to reprise his role as Gambit after his hugely popular cameo as the card-carrying X-Men superhero in Deadpool and Wolverine. He recently teased a big fight with Dr. Doom, which suggests an X-Men vs. Dr. Doom fight at some point in the movie. Fans will have to wait and see exactly how it'll all play out, however, with Avengers Doomsday currently set to launch in theaters on December 18th, 2026. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.